right, mic check. Morning Masters Podcast, your host, man, of course. Of course, me, I got a special guest, man. I got C-Ball in the building. How you doing, man?
Shit, doing good, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Nah, definitely, man. I told you off air, I haven't watched you for a minute. I heard about you. Actually, in this very room right here, the room was way different. The business had just started, and I came in and I seen the guy Q, and he was playing your music. And he was like, you interview only rappers, you need to interview C-Ball, you know what I'm saying? And I was like,
that's what's up.
But I'm listening to the music, you know what I'm saying? The music is good. I'm not knowing that, that you're not a younger kid and like that. I'm hearing wisdom and I'm hearing what I'm hearing. I like the music. And, so he playing it. Another time, it's the same thing. I'm going to say at least 3 times I came in here just playing it. Mind you, y'all don't even know each other genuinely, I don't think. So I just found that out. Cause I told him, I said, I'm about to do C-Ball. He's like, oh, what's up, man? Let him know. I'm like, okay, you don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, he don't know him. But that's just genuine love. Like, the music was always fire. And then
real.
I know Juice.
That's little bro.
Juice is cool, that's my guy. And
that's little bro.
very solid individual. Like, I learned a lot through him. He probably don't know that, but I learned a lot through him. Like, he's a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? And he was on a podcast, and I know he'd be around genuine people. Like, he's a genuine person. Like, we have a lot of things in common. Like, we don't like unauthenticity, rather. You know what I'm saying? If that's a word, I don't know, made up just now. But we don't like that. So for him to be around that person, yeah. So it's just like, all right, cool. I could vibe with that,
Yeah.
So without further ado, kind of tell people about yourself, man. Who is C-Ball? You know what I'm saying?
Shit, C-Ball, it is what it is, man. Born and raised right here, Augusta, Georgia. Originally born in Sunset, but really grew up in Bourne Village. Then from there, Tobacco Road, Uptown. Okay. So that's where my family roots from.
So I guess I always try to go back to like just as a kid. Like, so you say you grew up you were born in Sunset. So how long you stayed there? Like when you kind of moved to this
Sunset,
side?
That's where I was born at. That's where my family originally from. At least my own Duke side stayed. That's probably about 8, 9 years old. Then moved to Bourne Village. That's why I tell people I'm from Bourne Village. That's why I grew up at. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good intro, matter of fact. And talking to him back a little bit. But okay. That's a good intro. Now you good. I want to make sure they hear this because I think it's going to be good content right here too. Where you grew up at. A lot of times, especially people grow up, and especially as a rapper too, that's one thing. Like rappers, right? They have this a sense of, I'm from here, and then when they get on, it's always somebody saying, he ain't from here. And it's like, well, how did he go so long and say he was from there? And when he got on, then you said, you know what? He no longer from here.
Not to cut you off, like I said, I'm originally from Sunset. That's where I was born at. But Mom Duke moved to know when you're young, you follow Mom Duke.
Fall in line.
She moved to Bourne Village. I had to be like early 90s.
Okay.
I was a kid, 8, 9 years old. Stayed there, so I probably about 16.
Oh, you from Bourne Village. There we go. I got it. And I asked that question. I'm like, okay. And I see rappers talk about it. So like, what would, if you could describe, maybe you can come up with the definition together, what would you describe as like being from? Like what requirements would you want to say I'm from here?
Like I would say being from here, that's
based on what you're talking about.
Especially like on the street side. You know what I'm saying? Like where you first start really doing your thing at. You know what I'm saying?
Is it like
I lost my virginity in Bourneville.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm from. But I love Tobacco Road to death though, cause you know what I'm saying. I came out this end. This is when I really started getting money, and you know what I'm saying. Really get my feet wet in the game,
right?
On this end. So I love Tobacco Road to death. I got Uptown tatted on me. I got OWTT tatted on me. You know what I'm saying? You from everywhere. Yeah.
If you can have that and nothing happen, you good to go.
You know what I'm saying? But anywhere I go, I'm at home in Augusta.
That's dope. I like that. That's actually a dope saying. So I like that. But yeah, I ask that question a lot because I often feel like that too. I feel like as a youngin or a young person, you gonna move wherever your parents move. You know what I'm saying? Your parents move around, you gonna move around. That's what it is. But I do think that saying where you're from is like obviously what I always say. What historic life memories you got here? Mm-hmm. Your first fight, you beat somebody up, or you did this, you did that, you lost virginity. Those are things, okay, you're from here, it happened, you're from here, you know what I'm saying?
That's the hood, man.
Yeah, and not to say that, but like some people, they not from nowhere, you know what I'm saying? They just been everywhere all their life, or some people been in jail their whole teens, and that's kind of where they from. They from the system, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's real though.
Yeah, I always ask that question just to kind of get a good definition from rappers or what that is, because I know how it be when you claiming something that I ain't really from here. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
you know, you from there. So let's talk about the Barn Village though. I'm not from here, but I heard a lot about Barn Village, of course.
It's
Not all great things, but
I mean,
great to me from what I like. You know what I'm saying? We from urban culture.
yeah.
What's great to the outsider may not be great to us. I mean to them. You know what I'm saying? So tell me how Barton Village was when you was coming up. You said early '90s, right?
I'm gonna tell you something, man. One thing about Bourne Village, once you from Bourne Village, you always from Bourne Village.
That's dope.
Like that's something you just gonna carry forever. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't hung in Bourne Village like since Mom Dukes moved out, but whenever I slide through, I'm home. You know what I'm saying? Like wherever you put Bourne Village niggas at, somewhere we link up, it's fam. That's the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the loyalty with
Right.
me. You know what I'm saying?
Now like I said, I heard a lot. I'm not gonna get into details and all that, but I heard a lot of stories. So like, what was Barton Village like in the '90s, like compared to other neighborhoods? 'Cause you got your Sunsets, you know, you got your South Side, you got these neighborhoods that always had this name. When I moved down here, Barton Village, and you said out, right? You said,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know if that's the thing. You could tell I'm not even in that kind of culture of Barton Village, but
it's just the goddamn. It's just the loyalty. It's fam. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back what I was saying about once you from there, you gonna always be from there. That's something you just gonna carry with you, no matter where you go. You know what I'm saying? Like I give you a prime example. I did 6 years on Fed time, and the homie from the hood. I don't know if you familiar. He rapped too. Miko, Barn Village Miko. He did a Fed bid too. You know what I'm saying? And I bumped into a cat, coming to the yard where I was at, and we just get to kicking the shit. You from Augusta? I'm like, yeah, I just left one of your homeboys, bam, bam. So I'm like, who? So he like, Miko. I'm like, yeah, he from the hood. So he like, damn. As you say that, y'all niggas don't act alike, but y'all niggas act alike. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's just that Barn Village shit. That shit just be instilled in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just something you can't shake. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So, it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying?
So as you was like coming up or whatever the case may be, down here, I don't know if it's everywhere in the world, but I know down here for sure. It's really, like you said, loyalty. People have this loyalty to neighborhoods, you know, obviously. Was that ever an issue at all? Like being from that neighborhood, and then I know back in the day it was a little different than how it is now, of course. But
No, not with me. Maybe with other people, but the main reason not with me because I got family from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was talking about like Augusta, like I got family OS and 12. You know what I'm saying? I'm originally from Sunset, so like that's why I said wherever I go around here, I'm home. You know what I'm saying? Cause if I ain't related to somebody, I've been knowing them forever. So I don't really be having that issues. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of other niggas be having. I go where I feel like nigga ain't gonna fuck with me. That's just personally how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Now you rap. What age you got in rapping?
But I've been rapping forever, all my life. My big brother rap. You know what I'm saying? OG Reed, that's my big brother. He rap, and that's who introduced me into rapping. And it's always been therapeutic for me. Like I'm always record. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that because when I listen to music, that's why I feel like it's like a therapy session most times. You just kind of not even reliving, just kind of venting about your past or just getting stuff out, getting thoughts out. And I like that. I like that because to me, even though I don't know you from before, it just even without seeing you back then, I feel growth in your music for some reason without even knowing you. If that makes sense. Yeah. And every time it's like I can vividly see any picture you painting. Like I almost like. I mean, you might have been smaller back in the day. I can't see you small. Like I don't know how you look back in the day, but you know what I'm saying? Like
nah,
I can't. Okay, you never been small.
I ain't never been small.
But I just like I envision. If I'm asking about Barton Village, I envision Barton Village to your music. Like I see Spanish trace to your music. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing every line you speak, most of the verses you got, it paint a real vivid picture. And I like that in your music. So when I ask, like one thing when Quentin he asked me about interviewing you or something like that, it's one like you one of the rappers who like don't necessarily need the interviews or need that kind of thing because all you care about is putting the music out.
Yeah.
It's not like you. I mean, everybody want to blow, of course. It's not whatever.
Yeah.
But it's more for you than for
Yeah.
this or that. You know what I'm saying? It's like an escape.
Exactly. It's most definitely therapeutic. Like that's why I say like whether I'm releasing music or not, I'm always recording music because, like I said, it's therapy for me. Like my music really just about my life experiences, shit I be going through. You know what I'm saying? Shit I done been through, and that mostly like ain't nothing. To me, it ain't nothing spectacular. I just got away with words and articulating the shit. You know what I'm saying?
So growing up, like where you grew up at, like did you? And I asked this question last podcast. This has kind of been like a theme for the pod, and I think it's going to be a recurring theme depending on what kind of guests I pick. What would you consider yourself as younger? Because I had somebody on before. He said he wouldn't consider himself a thug, but we also came to the conclusion that I was a product of my environment.
And that's what I was gonna say. That's crazy. A product of my
See, that's a recurring theme lately.
But believe it or not, like growing up, like elementary school, shit like that, man, I was a straight A student. Like I always been smart as hell. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I've been smart as hell, but I'm from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And I always been, I ain't gonna say a rebel, but I'm gonna do what I want to do at the end of the day. The consequences just gonna be the consequences. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
No, that make a lot of sense. But like I guess coming up when you came up, like the things that obviously now, you older, you can make your own decisions, whatever the case may be. You come into yourself more. Did you ever feel like being younger, it was things that you I guess did more so not because you wanted to do it, not because you had to do it, but because it was just the norm, or that wasn't you?
Yeah, I say it was the norm, and at the same time, like it was just, it was the norm. I can't even put it no better way. Like I was blessed. I grew up with mom, dudes, and pops in the house. You know what I'm saying? But shit, we struggled like everybody else, just making ends meet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that because that's a misconception in our community. We always feel like because somebody had mom and dad in the house, wasn't no struggle there.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, well, you got two incomes. It's like, well, no disrespect, both of them might be shitty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they both not making no money, or we got mad kids, or mad other responsibilities we got to do. Depending on what we doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, the struggle. Don't get me wrong. We was blessed. I ain't never had to do like no lights, no water, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they both did what they had to do to make sure everything was situated. But like, I'm looking at when I go to school, everybody got on the new Jordans and shit like that. Shit, I might have been 18 years old first time I wore a pair of Jordans. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
One of those pop one buying that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Could you even ask them? That was like out of the question.
That shit wasn't even, we gonna get your Nikes, but you gonna get the ones on motherfucking sale. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna pay no $150, $200 for no tennis shoes. Shit, they ain't even open for discussion. You know what I'm saying? So I made up my mind then. Well, I gotta do what I gotta do if I want this shit here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and then like I say, growing up like that, shit, you step out the door, that's all you see. A nigga getting how he live. You know what I'm saying? So that's the route I took. But music always was in the picture though. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, I never took music serious. Cause once I really got the fucking around in the streets, I felt like nigga like me didn't make it in rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Why you say that? Like describe a nigga like me. What you mean?
I thought all rappers was just fake as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's the perception.
Hey, you on to something? But go ahead.
That's the perception I had. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, until I started hearing niggas like T.I., niggas like G's, and niggas like that, when I felt like, okay, dang, I feel like them niggas talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, maybe this rap shit can work. You know what I'm saying?
This is gonna go different, but like the Ghetto Boys, none of them, or Pimp C, none of them kind of gave you that kind of vibe.
I grew up on them because my big brother 10 years older than me.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
my music selection always been more advanced in my age range. You know what I'm saying? So like I grew up on Ghetto Boys, Too Short, because that's what Big Brother was playing. Poison Clan, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on that shit, but at the time when them niggas was popping, I wasn't really at the age to really, I could feel what they were saying, but couldn't really, like when I go back and listen to it now, I feel it way more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at that age, them niggas was just like rappers to me. It didn't even matter whether that shit was real or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Them niggas just some rapping ass niggas to me.
Okay, that make more sense. That make more sense. Now I see. So like what as far as like moving to Spanish trades, was you in high school or you finished? Like,
Nah, I ain't gonna drop that.
oh, okay. So you just said what school you went to?
I went to Glen Hill. I went for about a year and a half, and folk got tired of my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you say you were straight. You say you were straight A. What happened? Like you stopped high school?
I ain't made no straight A's. I probably in junior high. You know what I'm saying?
So what happened?
Because like you know when you young like that, people still hold your hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Once you get to high school, they ain't holding your hand no more. You know
True.
what I'm saying? And then I'm the baby boy. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I got to high school, man, getting into all kind of shit, getting kicked out. God bless her soul, Mom dude just like, man, don't even call me no more. I don't give a damn what y'all do to him. Just stop calling my damn phones. I'm started running to this school.
What about your pops? You said you grew up with both. So
Yeah, but you know, Pops had his issues here and there. You know what I'm saying? Shit that he was dealing with. He finally got them together, but by then, shit, I'm a teenager, so I was already in that rebellion stage. Like, it ain't really too much you could tell me. I really ain't even trying to hear shit you saying. You know what I'm saying?
So this is just me asking. I guess me hearing. This was the question I had, but whatever issues that your pops did have, did that ever did that play into you like not wanting to listen at that point? Like you can't really tell me what to do.
Saying. Yeah, like I'm already I made up my mind what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So like ain't really nothing you could say. That shit really going to one end out the other by now. Did
any of he went through cause you to respect for him, or it just was one of them things
Nah, cause Pops always gonna be Pops regardless. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So it wasn't really no disrespectful. It was just headstrong. If that's the right word I'm using, headstrong. And like I said, one thing about me, I'm stubborn as hell. And I get that from him. You know what I'm saying? Like shit gonna go how I want it to go,
or it ain't gonna go.
It ain't gonna go at all. You know what I'm saying?
We had this conversation last time too, and I also feel like in that adolescence era of life, like maybe say 12, 11, 13. I say 12, 13, 14, 15. It's really I think sometimes we think we know it all anyway. Like you know, at that age we feel like I done seen X, Y, Z already. You can't tell me nothing. Oh, I already done started having sex. It's definitely a rap at that point. Like you can't tell me what to do at this point. So it's really hard to contain. I think that male teenager.
Yeah.
You know, especially when they already been introduced to certain things that now they fearless. You know what I'm saying? So
and then go back to what I was saying though, cause like I had mom, dudes, and pops. You know what I'm saying? But I'm following Big Bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, me and Big Bro 10-year age different, but Big Bro wasn't up on that. Oh, you too young to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So. And then if I say I'm the baby, so mom do really like as long as you with your brother, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm 13, 14 years old. I'm just walking in the house 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I've been out all night smoking reefer and everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean that's what it was. And that's why now a lot of shit that niggas be on, that shit don't even excite me. Because like I was 14, 15, Big Bro had me in clubs with the grown folks and everything. So that shit like old to me now. I see
it's a meme that go around and obviously relate to you more than most people that probably share it anyway. But I think the meme goes something to the effect that people want to be outside now at this age, but we did that all when we was younger. So by the time you a certain age and people was really starting to get that courage to go outside and be tough or this, that, and third, like I did that 10 years ago, bro. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? I'm good.
I went to prison when I was 21. You know what I'm saying? I came home a couple of months before I turned 27. You know what I'm saying? So like, and that's time I can't get back. You know what I'm saying? don't get me wrong, when I first came home, I was in the club and shit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to fuck everything moving, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But nah, man, niggas don't be thinking about that shit, man. Cause this the most serious I ever been with the music. Like, this the most serious I ever took it. Put it like that.
And I definitely get to the music, so I'm kind of skip past some stuff. But like, so you drop out. So like, what is life for you after you drop out? Like, what's your day to day at that point? Like, what are you doing?
Well, shit, I dropped out. Shit, I went and got a gig. I let little fast. I never worked fast food again. Dead my motherfucking life. I was like, what, 16? Went and got a little fast food job at the little Crystal's joint. That's some bullshit. I don't tell nobody, boy. Fast food, working fast food is some bullshit. It's not the route. You know what I'm saying? That shit, the headache, pain in the ass. Well, I don't know what it paid now. He ain't pay shit back then. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm finna just do what the hood do. I'm finna go get me a pack. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And shit, that was that.
So, you realize that working ain't for you. Like, so, and I guess I'm always curious, like, in this stage of the mindset of you, I'm gonna go to the streets and do what I gotta do. How are your parents taking this?
I mean, like, of course they didn't like it because I grew up God-fearing family. Like, I grew up going to church and everything as a youngin'. Mom dudes ain't gonna miss that church, ain't gonna miss them tithes, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I got pastors, everything in my family. You know what I'm saying? There's a Mondu side and pop side. So, but at the end of the day, they ain't like it, but Mondu's and pop still from the hood, though. So it's like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, they be like, you need to change your life and all that. But, you know, you young. Man, Mondu, them just old-fashioned. That's what you're saying in your head. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it really... They knew what I had going on, but I don't think it really dawned on them until I caught my first case. Then my dumb ass, my first time ever going to jail, I'm all the way in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? That's my first time ever being arrested. I'm 4.5 hours away from home.
So describe that to me, like, I guess what happened in North Carolina?
Man, on the bullshit. We're going to holler at my people and kick it, but so comfortable riding dirty, and got pulled over. I had like a half a pound of weed in the car and a pistol. It wasn't that major. It wasn't that major because I ain't had no record. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. I mean, back in the day too, the laws just was different than they are now. Yeah. Now they more stern to get you a lot of time too.
It wasn't that major. Shit, I wasn't that boy about 19, something like that. But when they say, boy, once you start going to jail, they're hard to stop. Boy, I'm a living witness, boy.
Describe that to me. Like, so you get your first arrest. Like, give me the ripple effect afterwards. Like,
put it like this: I went from never being arrested to a 3-time felon in less than 2 years.
Jesus Christ!
Less than. Put it like this: my first time ever being arrested was. It had to be like that was January. It had to be like January 05, 06, something like that. Shit, that was January 05. I was on my way to prison on my third charge. September 06.
Damn. Is that bad luck or just like
it's
moving too fast?
It's bad luck, and then on top of that, it be I ain't gonna even say bad luck. It just be like, you know, when you young, you hear all the stories about jail and shit, but once you get there, you be like, damn, I don't like this shit, but I can do this shit if I got to. You know what I'm saying? And you just be like, I'm gonna just do what I do. You know what I'm saying?
When you say, and I guess I'm just asking, so like the attitude like that of I do it if I have to, is it more so because you know you're not about to stop whatever else you're doing? So like, basically, if I'm gonna see this, then I can deal with it, but I ain't stopping XYZ.
Like I caught my third charge on bond. I had already got indicted by the feds, knew I was on my way to prison, but my jacket wasn't bad though. My jacket wasn't bad, so they let me bond out. Shit, I was out on bond selling dope. Just waiting to go to prison. But I'm like, shit, they already got me now. It is what it is.
So, but and with a Fed case, it's a separate Fed case. I know people that have gotten caught up in Fed cases and they get a short end of the stick. I know somebody that got like 4 to 12, which is a wild time frame.
Yeah, but see, like, My Fed charge wasn't drug related. It was just for a gun charge. You know what I'm saying?
But why federal then?
Because for one, I had because convicted felon, you don't supposed to have no firearm. So I literally had just caught the case in North Carolina. I ain't had no jacket on me, so I had a gun charge in that case, but dismissed the gun charge. I just pled out to the reefer. I took like 2-year probation, but I literally came home and got caught with another gun 60 days later.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So instantly, the feds picked that up instantly out the gate. You know what I'm saying? So I had took a plea and everything. I was just waiting for sentencing, but I was still on the street. But I was still on the street hustling. You know what I'm saying?
What sentence did you get for that?
Well, actually, I ended up getting 2 because what happened was my original guideline, I went and did number maybe like 3-4 years because I had caught the plea to one thing, but I violated the bond and caught a new charge, so the guideline jumped.
Oh, so while you was out on bond and you was doing what you were doing, it really messed you up.
Yeah, I caught a new charge.
But you thought it couldn't mess you up, probably. Oh, you didn't. I
didn't give a damn. To be honest with me. I mean, I wasn't planning on getting caught. Know what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, getting caught wasn't part of the plan, but I did, and that's how the shit went down. So I end up catching 7 to 8 months in the feds. So then, while I was in the feds, I still had to pen the state case. I came back from the Fed. State came and picked me up, brought me back to state court. I played out like 4 years in the state. But I did everything in Fed. I ain't never been to no state prison. It's on my jacket like I done been there, but I ain't never been to state prison. Yeah, I did all of it in the Feds.
I mean, I'm pretty sure no jail is great, but I just heard that Feds is a better...
The Feds some bullshit.
I
mean, it might be better than state, but Fed jail bullshit. I ain't never seen no jail I like. You know what I'm saying? That shit
That's
bullshit.
Funny, yeah.
That shit bullshit. Only good thing I gotta say about the Feds is like you get to mingle with motherfuckers from all walks of life. You know, me and Big Meech was on the same yard together.
Oh, word?
You know what I'm saying? I met my best friend in prison. You know what I'm saying? And me and this nigga like brothers. He my business partner in my label, Street Currency. He from Savannah. You know what I'm saying? But we literally like brothers. Because one thing about prison, the money, the cars, all that shit don't mean nothing. It's all about your character. You know what I'm saying? So you meet some of the more genuine niggas in your life in prison.
I hate to ask this question, but I have to. I feel like I'll be wrong not to, because people gonna hear him like, why ain't asking that? What was it like being in y'all with Big Meech? And I only ask that because now the show is out now. I heard of him, but I didn't know that he was that big of a figure until now. That people like really was looked up to him, admire him like that.
And that's why I be tripping when I see the show. I be like, damn, like I know this nigga like personally. You know what I'm saying? Man, this nigga done walk the yard and he up plenty of conversation, shit like that. I mean, like, that shit don't mean nothing in prison. Like,
you in prison, so it don't matter, right?
You got some niggas be on the group and shit, but real niggas don't be saying that shit. They you in here with us, not? Know what I'm saying? Like,
just
that
numbers.
Shit don't be, that shit don't be meaning nothing. Like, for real. He good dude though. You know what I'm saying? Good dude.
Just out of curiosity, this last one, I promise. On the show, the guy that played Meech make faces a lot. Do he suck his teeth like that all the time?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Because he on the show he make a face and suck his teeth all the time. So I thought that's something he did in real life.
But like I said, he did. One thing the show I can't say about him though is that the show depicts him absolutely right. Like, he's a real hustler, but the aggressiveness he's not.
Gotcha.
He's a thinker. You know what I'm saying? He's a thinker.
More mental than physical.
Yeah,
gotcha.
A lot more mental than physical.
That's what's up, man. I mean, it's never a dope thing to hear. So I'm not gonna say it's dope to hear because y'all was obviously held without your freedom, but it is dope for somebody like you who outside now watching this and like, damn, I was right there with somebody like this, or seeing you saw a backing of whatever consequences. You saw the consequence part. You didn't see that part, but so that's nice to know.
That's one thing going to prison at a young age though. I'm glad I went at a young age, and I'm glad I went fed though, cause Going in there, man, seeing niggas in that bit 2 life sentences, 3 life sentences, 40, 50 years. I gotta get out and find a different route, boy, cause this ain't it right here.
So how long you did for
I
6?
did 6.
6 years. 6 straight too.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a long time. I haven't been podcasting 6 years. I feel like I've been doing this for a long time. So that's crazy.
But
I can't
believe it or
imagine
not,
that.
man, that shit fly by.
Well, I mean, you hear sayings, but I mean, honestly, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to know. I don't want to find out, but
Nah, you don't want to find out. But it's mind over matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mind over matter. And one thing about me, like, I'm one of the people that feel like, man, this shit, it come with the game. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm just do what I do. Like, once you get settled in and get your routine, shit, I ain't do nothing but gamble on sports my whole bid. For real. Gamble on sport, read them old ghetto ass books, write them old hoes. They tell lies, I tell lies. Shit. That's how you pass the time. Know what I'm saying?
everybody just lying.
Yeah, that's how you. I'm lying. She lying. She get missing for 3-4 months. When that nigga piss off, she come back. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, the game go, man.
Well, let me ask you about doing 6 years. Like how did it shape you when you came home? Like or change you as a person rather, if any?
Like, shit, done pretty gonna change anybody mentally. It made me more of a I ain't gonna say a introvert, but I had to be in the mood to deal with people now. You know what I'm saying? I had to be, because like, but I did Fed instead of state. You know what I'm saying? Like state, you gonna be with other cats from Augusta, shit like that. So it more chance you gonna be it with niggas you know from the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I did my bid around niggas I ain't know from a can of paint. Like, damn, one of these niggas.
Where was you at?
I was in Jessup, Georgia.
Okay.
Know what I'm saying? I ain't know none of these niggas. Know what I'm saying? But one thing about me, I'm always hold my own. And like I say, prayer is all about character, man, and just being able to stand on your own 2 feet. So, I mean, the time flew by for me because, I mean, I was just cooling. And then one thing about me, I always look at the best in my situation. Like, I'm like, shit, yeah, they gave me 7, 8 months, but shit, there's some niggas in here ain't never going home. So, I feel like I got blessed. Then at the same time, I'm looking at all the shit I done got away with. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So, just to get this shit, I take this and run with it. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I feel like that too. When I see somebody catch even 2 years or just 6 months. I know I interviewed a guy a couple years ago. He was in Jessup too. Don't know if you ever met each other or not. He's a young guy though. And I think he just did 6 months. But like I said, he didn't do anything. Like literally didn't do anything. Like it was over a parking ticket.
Oh, hell no.
6 months fed time.
That shit might have been on Fort Gone.
I don't know. I don't know if I can't. It was some military thing involved in that though. But long story short, the parking ticket wasn't even supposed to be a parking ticket. So it was like it's something they could throw out.
Oh, that fucked up.
6 months, and I was like, damn. You think about all the stuff you did and you got away with it. Just little, even if it's little, ain't nothing serious. Gotta be. It should be. You stole a car, or you stole, you robbed somebody's house, or you robbed a person. Like those carry a lot of years.
Yeah.
Like, you got 6 months for nothing.
Like prison though, I take prison over county jail though.
Think county? Well, I don't know. County is rougher.
County jail, that motherfucker hurt a boy.
But why? The people in county ain't got sentence, right?
No, but it hurt because that shit that was stressful as hell. Like, cause you confined in one spot, and like I give you a prime example. Like, I ain't never sat in jail with a bond. If I got a bond, I'm bonding out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never sat in jail with no bond except for in North Carolina, and that's just cause I wasn't from there, so a bond's been one bond me out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But here at home, if I got a bond, I'm bonding out. So, like when I was in the Fed and I came back to get my state time, I ain't had no bond. So I think I was up here probably like 6 weeks waiting to go to court. Man, that shit drove me crazy, man. I'm like, man, god damn, can y'all hurry up, give me that time, send me back to prison?
Is it safe to say you was happy you sent me back to the feds? Like, just send me back?
Just get me back to prison, cause the shit be making me mad. Know what I'm saying? When I'm in this bitch, I ain't got no choice but to sit here. I'm just here to get some more time. But This niggas in here, man, don't need them $400-500, and they sitting $1,000, and they sick, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, what the fuck was you doing on the street? And I don't mean by if you ain't got the money, like, that's go back to being like just being a good nigga. Like, man, if I go to jail right now and I don't need but $1,000 to get out, you know what I'm saying? I know 10 niggas I can call each one, and they're gonna give me $100, be like, well, you don't even owe me that shit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Just 'cause you a real nigga, man, just go get the man, bring it home. So just sitting there and seeing niggas in that bitch, man, like, I'm like, what was y'all niggas doing? Niggas ain't getting no visits. I'm like, man, come on. Especially then, I was younger. Oh, that wasn't no issue. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like, niggas ain't getting no phone time, ain't got nothing going on. Like, man, some of y'all niggas need to be in jail because y'all just out there in the way, taking up space.
Dumb as hell.
Yeah, just out there in the way, taking up space, man.
So, like, so you come home. So, what's that like? You first come home, and how you?
Shit, I first came home.
How you felt? How did it feel to come home after doing?
I mean,
6 years?
it felt good. A lot of shit had not changed. Shit. When I left, my sister had one child. Shit, I came home, she had 3. So I'm saying, so a lot of shit had done changed, but it done changed, but it was the same shit. I left the streets, I had a bra. I came home singing like a motherfucker. Shit, that was about it though. Know what I'm saying? That was about it though. But I came home though. I made up my mind I wasn't going back though. So I came home to I had to work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I still played in the streets here and there. You know what I'm saying? Come on, that shit in you. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I went and got my ass on somebody's time clock. You know what I'm saying?
What when you came home, like, do you remember your first day? Like what was on your mind?
Well, see, actually, I ain't come straight home. You know
that
what I'm
sucks.
saying? I had to go to a halfway house.
Oh, down there.
We ain't had down here then. I had to go to Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, damn.
Because at the time when I came home, Augusta didn't have no federal halfway house.
Okay, so they just built that one then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fairly new. So I had to go to Columbia, South Carolina. So I had to do like 6 months there. But I went there for a couple of months. They sent me home on home confinement. I fucked that up.
Oh man, come on! What you got going on? Why you mess it up, man? What you got going on, man?
I'm home. I'm in Augusta. They out there at Columbia. Them bitches popped up on me. Gave me a breathalyzer. Shit, I was drinking them cold bills. Shit, I was chilling, drinking them cold bills, and shit, they sent my ass back to the halfway house, but it wasn't that major though.
So you couldn't drink. So you in half. You can't drink beer. You can't.
Hell no, you can't even smoke no cigarette. That's it. And one thing about me, I'm gonna buck the system. One way I'm doing right all the way. That just ain't finna.
That ain't in you.
I'm damn what kind of situation you put me in. I'm finna buck the system one way or another. I'm gonna do me. You just gotta catch me.
All in all, like, I mean, I know you said it's gonna change anybody, but when you sit back and you think in hindsight of the 6 years you did do you think it made you stronger, better? You think?
Oh, yeah, it made me stronger, like mentally more than anything. You know what I'm saying?
I asked that because I talked to somebody who did 5. He was younger, a lot less younger. He was like 18, came home, did like 5 or 6 years, something like that. I'm saying like it's nothing, but it's something for that age, of course. You know, technically speaking, he's been in prison long. He's been an adult in the real world, still to this day. But I asked him, I said, like, do you think? And what he did also wasn't even nothing. He did something though, but he was he did something. I can't say he didn't do it. He was a driver, but the guy tried to take the charge for him. Like, I'm gonna take it. They're like, oh no. He was there. He gonna give him that. We gonna give him that time. So I asked him that he felt like, because he got 17 pretty much, you know. So he's still on paper. And I asked him. I said, do you think, you know, did they overdo it, or he was like, nah, because they didn't give me that time. I would never sat down. I would never chill. I would never go and chill.
And I feel them all the way. And that's why I be like, everything happened for a reason. And then you have to turn losses into lessons. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Because like if I hadn't caught that bid then, like shit, I probably would have kept going in or catching 10, 20. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling how that shit would have played out. You know what I'm saying? For real. So I be like everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
In the same way, you said something earlier, and I thought that was dope too. You said you try to make the best of whatever situation you got, and I've been the same way. You've been in some shitty situations, just like it could be worse, bro. Like no matter how bad it is, you trust me, it can definitely be worse.
Yeah. Like prime example, like since I've been home, like I say, you gonna always play in the streets. Like once you done took that route, that shit just
It's
be
in you.
That shit just be in you. You know what I'm saying? To get your feet wet here and now. But outside of music, shit, I be on the clock. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that shit. Like literally hate it. You know what I'm saying? Cause taking orders they just ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my thing. But at the same time, make the best out of the situation. So shit pay the bill. And motherfuckers still think I'm selling dope. You know what I'm saying? Just cause I'm good with the money management. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it is what it is though. You just take it how it come though. You know what I'm saying?
But like I guess too, more so on the music tip. How would you describe your music? Besides it being therapeutic, like what genre would you put yourself in?
That's crazy, man. I just had an interview a few weeks ago. Motherfucker asked me that. I consider it trap. You know what I'm saying? But most people consider it hip hop. But the maybe why they consider hip hop because I don't care for trap beats though.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like the content, you could say it's trap, but the production wise, what they call it, boom bap.
Yeah. Right now,
Like I like samples.
I see that. What I'm saying? Like the soulful.
Yeah,
like soulful
I like the soulful samples, and the reason why I like that, cause to me, that anybody can rap over trap beats, any fucking body. I'm like, my daughter's 7 years old, man. She can rap on a trap beat. You know what I'm saying? Like the trap beats allow you to do more style over lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Long as that shit go on beat, that shit sound alright. But when you go fuck with the samples and shit, man, you got to be a real spitter. And I do consider myself that now. Like I ain't saying I'm the most lyrical nigga in the world, but that shit ain't no Dr. Seuss either.
Nah, and that's kind of like from what I get from your music is like it's not. It is lyrical to me. To me, it's lyrical, but it's, like I said, more so lyrical because everything ties in with everything. Mm-hmm. It's no I write battle rap a lot. They call it filler. Like when you saying something, it's rhyming, but it really don't mean anything. It's like it's no filler in it. It's just straight like this. I'm painting this picture, and everything is detailed for a reason. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I'm saying is tying into what I'm saying later on or before.
Like my goal will be like, aside the fact that like I say, I be just venting and it's therapeutic, but my goal is when a motherfucker hear my shit, I just want to feel where I'm coming from. Like you just said, paint a picture. I want motherfuckers to be sitting there and just visualize that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause like when I go to the booth, I call motherfucking names and everything. Cause I be speaking from real life experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like some of my stronger records be women records, and that because shit, I went through so much with these hoes, man, till it's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I went through so much with them. So when I go in that booth, I just be just talking that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you like like rappers now? Now you say that. Who do you like? Like who do you like and why, and
man,
who do you don't like?
My shit be so all over the place. Like it just be depending on the mood I'm in. Like right now, I be heavy on Benny the Butcher.
Oh, I love Benny.
I be heavy on Benny the Butcher. I like Gotti. Starlito, Don Tripp, Filthy Rich.
I like Filthy Rich. Definitely slept on.
I like the boy Peasy from Detroit. Icewell Vizo. But I push the envelope though. I like Trippie Redd. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of motherfuckers don't care for Trippie Redd.
I definitely didn't expect you to say that. I can't say I don't like him. He be so much in. It's one of them things where sometimes they in the tabloids so much for other stuff. I've never really stopped to listen to any of his music, so I can't say I don't like him.
I fucks with Trippie Redd the long way, man. I like that little funny looking motherfucker, man. I just like the music, Man, my fam, my sis who do all my artwork, Monique, she's put me up on and he's a youngin too, Carday.
Oh yeah, Carter. Yeah, he's nice. He's nice.
Carday nice as hell.
Spit.
He nice as hell, but I like Sauce Walker too though. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, my shit be everywhere.
Yeah, so you got a wide range of music right now.
I got a wide range. It just be depending on what kind of mood I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'm heavy on the rap though. I ain't really into the R&B like that at all though. I like Cyree the Kid. As far as R&B, cause he be on that R&B shit, but that shit be hell what he be saying.
Yeah, I like it.
Other than that, it just be depending on what kind of mood I'm in though. I might get in that bitch and put 2 shout in, depending on what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes it just be depending.
Like, what's your recording process like? Like, how do you tackle records, beats, instrumentals? Do you beats, write before?
Hell nah, I ain't writing shit.
Oh, you don't write?
I ain't wrote down no papers. Probably I don't know forever. I just brainstorm.
That's a good question. What's the theory behind it? Like how do you remember this stuff without writing? Like how can you remember a whole verse without writing it?
Well, see, I always been good with words. Like even in school, English my favorite subject. You know what I'm saying? Like words just always been my thing. Like you catch me on a social media post. You know what I'm saying? I'm real particular about pronunciation and words. Words, that's just a pet peeve of mine. Like I hate when people use the wrong two. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be two O, not the TOO, not TO. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta give them a breakdown, man.
Yeah,
tell them how to use it.
Yeah, that shit just irks my nerves. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's supposed to be simple shit you learn. You know what I'm saying? But I always been good with words though, and memory wise. But I always say it's a gift, not a talent. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a God-given gift. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily a talent, it's a gift. So I just pick beats I like and shit. Throw the headphones on and just vibe.
When do you go to the studio? Like I don't know how that works. Like do you go to the studio and then somebody lay out a bunch of beats and you just start brainstorming, all right, or is it like you got beats on you?
Because I prefer to work on my own time.
Gotcha.
So, but my recording process is fast though, and the reason why my recording process is fast because I'm so used to being on the clock recording. So, and I'm so used to paying and trying to get the most out of these sessions. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So if I got the right engineer that know what they doing, you know, some of the engineers be on the bullshit. They be trying to milk the clock, take forever. But if I got an engineer that can work at my pace, shit, I lay 3-4 songs down in an hour and a half. Easy. Because when I get there, I'm going to be prepared, though. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like, I prefer to have the beat already. So once I get there, pull this beat up. We finna go in here. We gonna lay this shit. We gonna stack this shit, ad-lib it, boom, go to the next track. You know what I'm saying?
As far as working with people, like how does that work for somebody like you? Like how do you determine who you gonna work with, who you gonna do songs with? Because you got a specific sound. So I would only think that you don't work with every single person.
Yeah, I ain't like to be honest with you, and niggas probably say that nigga think he all that, he be acting funny. Ain't that though. Like I just ain't real big on collabs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't real big on features at all. Like putting niggas on my shit.
Have you shot a video with a feature yet?
Not me featuring somebody.
Yeah, okay, I haven't seen that at all. But everything I see is always just you.
Yeah, but somebody featuring me, and that my big cousin, B. Lee. Buddy Lee. We call him Buddy Lee, but he go by B. Lee Brooks. But me and him got a joint together, but it's his track featuring me. But I don't. Like, the main reason why I ain't big on features, like featuring people on my tracks. I ain't big on it. It's just that the music be so personal. So I just be telling my story. You know what I'm saying? And I be like, you ain't in my story. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, that's just how I be looking at it. But that's something I plan to change in the future because, like, it's only a handful, but like it's a few cats like in the city right here that I and I might not even know them personally, but I fuck with their music though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here like I fuck with everybody in the gospel music because I think a lot of these niggas ain't talented. They just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I think right now music like monkey see, monkey do. You know what I'm saying? But and I think a lot of these niggas just ain't talented, and I just don't. I support them because they home team, but I don't like the music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I say that a lot too. I say you can definitely support somebody and not be a fan of the music. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say online, but like, yo, it's the greatest stuff of all time. But I'll share it. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
support the homie.
Yeah.
I ain't saying I like it. You know, I'm just saying support the homie.
But
Support,
some of that shit just be too garbage. I'm not even sharing it. Cause I'm like, no, this shit don't deserve. This shit do not.
You gotta chill.
This shit don't deserve. Now that just being real. Cause I feel like if somebody next to them kept it real and told them that, they wouldn't be wasting their time.
Good question. When you do a song, like, and do you ask feedback? Like, are you expecting somebody to be like, it's ass? No.
Nah, I don't be honest with you, I don't be looking for feedback. Cause the reason, like I tell motherfucker, I don't give a damn if you don't like it. Cause I'm in here venting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel better once I get this shit off. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you don't care for it, it really don't bother me one way or another.
Is it safe to say you make music for yourself?
Yeah,
You make it for you, but you just release it publicly?
Yeah, basically.
That's dope.
And the main reason though is because like I say, it's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the shit comes so natural to me, because I've been doing it forever, and it's what I do. But like I said, at this point in time, I just really got, I feel like the right group of people around me, and we all got the right vision. You know what I'm saying? And we all got the right vision. Okay, this the goal. This what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because like I got a lot of shit lined up in the works that motherfuckers don't need to know about. Because I ain't one of them niggas that go boasting about every move I make. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm glad you. I was gonna get to that anyway, but I'm glad you said that because we talked off air a little bit, and I was telling you about, you know, sometimes you may not hear of an artist because not necessarily they're not nice, they not buzzing or whatever, but because they're not braggadocious about it. They're not saying, hey, look, y'all, I'm a rapper. Look at me, I rap. Share me, you know. I see a lot of times you post a link, you don't put no way, you just post a link and you're just like, hey, this is me. You know, hey, you know,
Yeah.
I did a thing the other day, you know, if you want to check it out. But your presentation, it just be like, hey, this is me. And then people will still, they share it, they rock with you authentically.
Because I feel like the music is supposed to speak for itself. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't want the fake love. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want a motherfucker to feel like you being forced to do anything. So like, even if I just share a link or something on social media or something like that, I'm not finna tag nobody. But
I was going to ask you tag 99 people?
No,
now?
I'm not tagging nobody. Because I don't want you to feel like I'm asking you to fuck with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you listen to it, you like it, you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit ain't gonna bother me one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like rap ain't never paid no bill for me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never missed no meal either. You know what I'm saying? And that just being real. Because I'm gonna do what I do anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing personal. If you don't like the shit, you ain't hurt my feelings.
I vowed to not really talk about stuff like this, but just because I personally feel like your music is great. I like pictures you paint. I'm gonna keep saying that just because when I think about rap, that's what I like. I like pictures to be painted. People like they. I know I got my critiques on certain rappers or whoever the case may be, and it's not that I don't like it. I just like pictures being painted. Like somebody tell you, it's just me. I'm up north. I'm from New York, so somebody might tell you, like right now, Lloyd Banks is trash, right? I like to listen to music now, and back then his punchline was better, yeah, but art-wise, the verses is way better now. Like, you perfect your craft. Yeah. Fab, he might tell you back in the day, Fab was more nice back in the day. Art-wise, his craft's more protected now. Like,
I fuck with Fab.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just, they get better. Like, it's like wine. They get better with time. Perfect their craft. So, I think that when I hear your music, that's what I'm hearing. I never heard your music probably early on.
Nah, you right though.
But I hear a perfected version, you know?
I go back and listen to some of my old shit. I be like, man, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that shit, and I ain't gonna even say it's some bullshit, but
You know, you now wouldn't do
I'd
that.
be like, right now I would have never wrote that shit. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? I'd be like, right now I would have
And
never
the thing is,
recorded
it could still
that
be
shit.
raw talent there. Like you
Yeah.
like, I could do something better with what I said there. I could
Yeah.
word that
Yeah.
differently. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm smarter than that. That line don't make no sense. And that's all I'll be saying. So that's my critique with some people. I feel like certain people don't age. They don't grow with the music. Like damn, he sounded in 04.
Yeah.
I listen to 04 stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a big Ho fan. Ho said that like when the old Ho buy my old album. I'm with that. You want the old music, buy the old person music thing, right? But I asked all that question to say like there are a lot of artists, and you know we in a city where how can I say it? I don't necessarily agree with the whole popularity contest thing because I don't agree with that. I feel like you put the work and you put out, you get what you put in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes they make lists a lot, right? But then you got the people like I'm gonna just use a person like yourself, who I would bet money on anybody who listens to music would say, okay, this I will put this up against out of these 10 rappers on this list. All 10 of them maybe, or 9 of them, 8 of them, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But then you got somebody who would say, "Well, I didn't see him, so I won't put him on a list. I don't know him, so I don't put him on a list. I never worked with him, so I don't put him on a list. Never shot his video." But it's like that's not what a list is for. Then
But see, I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy you say that though, cause I be seeing a lot of those lists, and you absolutely right. Motherfucker might be like, well, I ain't never heard him, but when I be seeing them lists, I ain't never heard a lot of them cats that's on that list. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this though. You have to be conscious of the market you in and shit like that. And what I mean by that is like, that's why I'm gonna be like, why you don't do shows? So I be like in Augusta, I know this not a market for what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fine with that. I know there's not a market for what I do. Like this is home. So I got motherfuckers here that gonna fuck with me regardless. Whether it's out the music or just out the strength of me, period. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got motherfuckers that know me for shit besides rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I know this not the market for my lane. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that a lot of shit Augusta go crazy over, I don't even like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest, you know what I'm saying? And that's something I had to come to realize. Like, this ain't the market. And one thing about me, I'm not gonna conform to please nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could easily go in there and make a radio friendly song, but that just ain't me.
gotcha.
And I feel like if it ain't genuine, it ain't gonna never come out how it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm not concerned with being no 2-3 time platinum hit artist and all like that. You know what I'm saying? As long as I got just a nice little core fan base supporters, I'm good, man.
And see, I see a big similarity in how you think and how I think too. Because sometimes you have people tell you, "Oh, you should do your podcast. You should do your podcast." I'm like, I don't want to. I have no desire to be where you think I should be at.
Yeah.
I want to be where I want to be at and be comfortable. Like you said, I want to miss no meals. I want to do what I gotta do. In the same breath, like you mentioned the list. I do think there's pros and cons to, of course. A pro is you see a list, damn, 10 people, I don't know none of them. Let me go check music out. I might like it, I might not, whatever the case may be. I'll never diss list because I feel like the reason why somebody on it, I might not see it, but if that person saw it, cool. It's their own personal list. My only issue is when you be like top 10 rappers in Augusta, and it's like 12 rappers in Augusta. You can't make a top 10 list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
you know 12.
I feel you.
You don't like one of them. So now that person's pissed. It don't make sense. Now, for somebody who got the wide range, they know, because it's other people that rap that probably will be in your lane rather, or your age or whatever it can be. Then you got younger rappers, then you got old rappers than y'all, you know what I'm saying, who rap. And I feel like in order to make them kind of list, you need to have that kind of wide knowledge. And that's why I never do lists. I'm like, my list would be only artists I know. You know, that's what you going on first of, who you know.
And then at the same time, though, I don't be knocking that kind of shit because I be like, everybody gotta have that stepping stone.
Definitely.
Like at one time, that was my main concern, being the hottest nigga in Augusta. You know what I'm saying?
True. I see what you're saying now.
That's something I had to get past. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of shit motherfucker doing now, I did it so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been had songs getting played on the radio here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done did the shows here.
A lot of this stepping stone you done did already.
Yeah,
So it's like,
you know what I'm saying? I done, so that
you
shit,
might be laid back right now, but they still hungry, thinking that
yeah,
if I get this, I'm,
yeah.
so they hungry, they do what they gotta
like,
do. So
like,
of course they're gonna be on the
that
list.
shit, like me and my man, Pimp Zilla, we had the Gucci feature, like, I don't know, fresh off the murder case. He was fresh off of jail for being a murder case. And we had the real feature. It wasn't no email or song. We had him in the studio smoking weed, drunk, get goose.
Oh, word?
He came and recorded that shit here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even motherfuckers be getting features and shit like that shit it don't really be impressing me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, right now, I know the steps to take because I done did it wrong so many times. Like, and me and my man talk about this all the time. Like, when we was trying to get a record deal, we should have been starting the label.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the game done changed a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
like if we had a new then what we know now.
Back then, I feel like back then we always thought that somebody had to pay us for our talent, but we could have paid ourselves for our talent, and then end up paying ourselves more in the long run.
Like back then, we had the money, we had the finances, we was super young, we living our best life. You know what I'm saying? But we was too concerned with trying to get a record deal. Where if we had the mindset then that we got now, shit, all of us would probably be millionaires right now.
Right.
But at the same time, I say everything happened for a reason. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if you had gave me $1 million when I was young, I would have fucked it up. You know what I'm saying? I know I would have. I would have been putting hits on niggas and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? And I don't know if you got and you I would look at you as an OG, so I don't know if you want to speak on this or not, but like, cause you mentioned Gucci a while ago. You just mentioned something I thought about. And, you know, Gucci and Jeezy had the verses, right? And everybody know their history, so it's kind of like, you know, people felt the way. And I do feel like, even though I know a lot of people that think they street have this thing where they just don't like Jeezy's decision, whatever case may be, which is fine. He said something in one of his interviews I thought was really telling too. When you're that young, you got that much money, that's what you do. Like, you kind of do, that's what, like, I got the power and the money, like, hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just say you have $1 million, you probably send hits that. That's people got power and money, that's what they do when you're young and you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, for real.
For the smallest thing, he scuffed my shoes. Oh, get him out of here, man. You know, like, you got it at your exposure. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people, like, I know he's gonna get faulted for the rest of his life, but it's like, at that time, from what I remember, Jeezy was like the hottest thing the South had ever seen in life.
Yeah. But
So
see that you could see that and you could see that in the music game now though, like in entertainment period. Like when you look at what Boy Pooh Shiesty going through, and you look at what a lot of these younger rappers and shit be going through, and you be like, man, I can't believe that dumbass nigga really did that shit with where he at right now in life. But just because the niggas ain't never lived, you know what I'm saying?
True.
So,
and like you said, you be part of your environment. So like, you bring your people on with you. You gotta think, you getting the bread. Like, everybody ain't really getting the bread. You know what I'm saying? So,
cause see, if I tell people with me, like, music, that's my passion. I like music and dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's the only two things I always been into. Like music and dogs. That's what I fuck with. I ain't in the cars. I'm not in the jewelry. I'm not into none of that shit like what the average nigga be into. But music and dogs is my thing. So music gonna always be my passion. But what I tell niggas is, I just want the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a motherfucker came to me, like right now, I'm looking for a female rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a Lil' Kim. Just look good and just rap this shit. I'm gonna write every single fucking line for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write every single line for you. I'm just looking for the check. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker call me right now, have my whole catalog. If the price right, I'm gonna damn who you put up there to rap that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I'm all about the check. You know what I'm saying? I get down about being famous.
You ever like think about that? Like, really just going full throttle and trying to write for people?
Hell yeah, I'm working on all that.
Definitely not.
That's what I prefer to do. Because like I said, like, don't get me wrong, I like performing, But I like creating more than anything. And I don't give a damn about it being released or nothing like that.
You ever looked into producing?
Oh, hell no.
Well, not necessarily making beats. I mean, you could always have a beat, like you writing, but I mean, come up as a producer. Like a lot of times people will take whatever you say to put on that track and they'll put on that track.
Yeah, now, but see, that shit too time consuming. And that's one thing I ain't into.
He said, I ain't into that. I'm good.
I ain't into people. Why you want to get a studio? I don't want no studio. Now, when it comes to making the music, I like being an artist. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go in there, rap, and get the hell on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't deal with a lot of engineers.
Got you.
Like, I can count on one hand how many engineers that I really trust with my vocals. You know what I'm saying? That's something I take serious. I don't just be going, just hopping in anybody's shit just because they say they got a studio. You know what I'm saying? That's something I don't. And that might be a lot of reason why I don't do a lot of collabs.
I know you say you don't have the time for it, but like for somebody that's watching this that is gravitating to what you're talking about and stuff you're saying, could you see yourself ever? I know it's gonna sound like a weird thing to say, but ever mentoring a younger rapper? Like,
I mean, yeah, like, cause see, that's the plan. Like, that's the main reason why I'm just all about the check. You know what I'm saying? Because like even right here in Augusta, I sit back and I see some cats, even though they don't really make the kind of music that I make, I see the talent though. Mm-hmm. And I be like, damn, the butterfly. I just feel like he going about the shit the wrong way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But these days and times, like, you can't talk to a lot of these young niggas.
True.
You know
True
what
enough.
I'm saying? You can't talk to them. I feel then everybody think they know it all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think they know it all. So, but I'm always open to help. I ain't gonna say mentor, but give advice.
I mean, just like molding them as far as like, hey, say it this way, or you know, like you might have that because you know your style has aged over time.
But see, I'm self-driven though.
True.
And if you ain't self-driven, I don't want to deal with you. And what I mean by that is like nobody never had to hold my hand. Like right now, it's my first time since I've been doing music ever really having like a full team. Like other than that, I'm used to just doing everything myself, buying the beats, paying for the studio time, paying for the artwork, paying for the CDs. I'm used to doing all that shit on my own. You know what I'm saying? So when I meet motherfuckers, if they ain't got that kind of drive to do it on their own, because I feel like anything you trying to accomplish, you gonna make something happen to get it accomplished one way or another. So when I be hearing niggas like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, I be like, he ain't serious. He just want to rap because he think it's the
I'm the same way,
right
bro.
now.
I'm the same way. When it comes like this aspect of it, I'm the same way. Anybody ever had to hold my hand, push me, like you buy your equipment, you do what you gotta do, you put the time in. If I want to get it done, it's gonna get done.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too much time in a week.
Yeah.
Like, people thinking that the hours in a day. I think of the hours in a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll get up here at 2 a.m. and come edit something if I have to. You know, it depends. Like you just gotta do it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like,
shit, you paid $3,500 for a chain and on Section 8. That's ass backwards to me. I'm paying a mortgage.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm like, that's ass backwards to me, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. So it be different stroke for different folks, though. You know what I'm saying?
So, I kind of conclude there. Like, what's next for you? Like, as far as music wise, anything you got coming out on releases, anything you just dropped?
Shit, that's
where can they find your music at?
That's the dope out right now. Streaming on all platforms. Damn, when did we drop that?
And you said the title
Audacity of Dope.
Audacity of Dope.
Audacity of Dope. That's streaming on all platforms.
What's the I guess before what's the meaning of the title?
Everybody asked me that. Man, my man actually came up with the title. My man Dre.
The Audacity
of Dope.
Okay, make sure I'm saying it right.
Audacity of Dope. He came up with the title, man. The shit just dope. And I'm gonna say the audacity part come from, like, if you listen to my music, I push the envelope. Like, they say I ain't got no filter. You know what I'm saying? Because they be like, man, you don't give a fuck what come out your mouth. But I be like, nah, I ain't that, I don't give a fuck. I just, even in normal conversation, I be like, you don't care what you say. I'm like, nah, I ain't that. I just be thinking I just say what the average motherfucker thinking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel no remorse. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's on my mind, I'm gonna speak it. And especially when I'm recording. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a song called 2, and the first time my people heard it, they was like, man, I can't believe you recorded that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause the song say 2 bad bitches eat pussy fucking raw. You know what I'm saying? But I tell them, shit, that's the life I come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I come from threesomes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell a nigga, a grown man, if you ain't never had a threesome, you ain't lived yet. You know what I'm saying? I think every man's supposed to have at least one threesome before we die. You know what I'm saying? I've had several. You know what I'm saying? So, and that just, but I'm like, to me, that's the norm though. It's 2022. 9% of these women bisexual. You know what I'm saying?
I just seen a post today that said, I ain't seen a girl say she's strictly dickly since 07.
Yeah, that's real shit though. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit though. It's 2022. You know what I'm saying? Even if she ain't never had a threesome, she done fucked the homegirl before. You know what I'm saying? They done went to the club, got drunk, and went home and ate the hell out of each other. You know what I'm saying? just being real. But see, I speak on that shit though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers don't be, man, come on, man. We grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, we grown. So that shit don't mean nothing, man. That's where the audacity part come from, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the audacity is dope. Like, and the shit just dope, though. You know what I'm saying? And my music is real street heavy, though. Like, it's going to always be drug-related, some kind of
You
way.
and Juice and them got music together?
Mm-hmm. And you want to know what's crazy? Man, me and little bro got a track on that's on Black Crime. I got so many projects, man, because I record so much. I just be releasing shit. We got a track on Black Crime. But see, I ain't gonna lie though, and I hope he see this shit. Like, Juice, I don't know if you ever met Nate or not, but Juice and Nate, they supposed to be like next up right behind me. But they go back to what I'm saying though. I really did. Them my little brothers. So I really be hard on them by showing me you serious. You know what I'm saying? Because once I extend my resources, you got to really be serious. Because my people gonna be on your ass. Like, when it's time to work, they ready to work and go full force. You know what I'm saying?
So, and one thing, like I said, I'm gonna send him a clip of this anyway. So I'm gonna send him this part verbatim because I knew Cam. Well, I call him Cam, but I knew Cam for well, since I've been working wherever we working, right? And when I really found out he rapped, I'm like, all right, cool, he rap, whatever. I seen post a video one time. I seen the video. I said, okay, he rap, all right, And then I got another homeboy who rap. We all live work in the same place. And he used to come here. He record here. He bring his whole equipment and stuff. He record here. I knew he took it serious. I was like, yo, you should probably get with Cam, man. Like, I think Cam could rap. He's like, man, Cam be playing games, man. We asked Cam to come in the studio about 10 times, man. Cam made it about once, right?
That's what I'm saying.
But one thing I can say, the one time he came,
oh yeah, he goes.
Oh, that nigga's magic.
He goes.
He was sitting right at that door, right, maybe 2 feet from you. Juan was sitting there, and he just started freestyling like the whole beat, like this. Like you said, don't rap this one time, and then that was like, he was like, oh no, bring that back. I got a video of my phone. I gotta find that video of my phone. He just, I got him literally with his head down. Like, he think he sleep. He thought he was sleeping. It was like 1 a.m.
Yeah, little bro goes.
He just started rapping. It was like, what the fuck?
Like, when I had took him, and this was years ago, when I took him to I sent him the track. So I like, just let me know you ready to go record it. So boom. So we get there. He was like, man, big bro, know that my first time ever recording in the studios. I like, don't trip off that shit. So boom, he laid it down. Even my man that engineered the session, Bizzo was like, damn, he sure that's his first time. He like, man, he just sound comfortable as hell. And like, little bro go in, man. And they was youngins.
But you know what though? What I can't say is talking to you, it made me understand more about him, like what I already knew. And that's just one of them things where it's like, as talented as y'all are, like, it's like wherever it goes, where it go. Like, I'm not, you know, what I'm saying? I'm not rushing to make it here. But y'all super talented. But it's just, and the other thing is like I told one guy, Jace, I was like, yo, Cam is really from a certain cloth where like he don't really care whether that, you know, that it goes this way or that way. Mm-hmm. He just living his life. Right? He just happy to be home and, you know.
Yeah, and that's real. And that's why I say it all be about, I tell anybody, man, having the right team. Because like I'm blessed to right now have a team in place between my Street Currency family and my FYM family. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed to have a team in place that even if I was to lose the drive, they ain't. Right. You know what I'm saying? So they be on my head more than anything. You know what I'm saying? They be on my head more than anything. Because it be one thing when motherfuckers say they believe in you, but it be another thing when you got motherfuckers working for you for free. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, man, just come
somebody
record.
Somebody can say it, but showing is
you know what I'm saying? Like,
type of commitment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That told every. And then one thing about me, I'm one of the people that, but I don't believe in letting people down. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my thing. Cause I ain't big on taking help.
Gotcha.
So when I do take help, I be like, boy, I can't let that motherfucker down because I feel like I own him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And I don't like feel like I owe nobody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I own him. Like, so shit. Yeah, I don't give a damn if I just make enough to say, here come you 100,000, here come you 100,000, here you 100,000. I feel like shit, all right. I done paid somebody back. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. I definitely, like I said, I'm trying to start something where it's geared more towards just music stuff too. Just kind of have a balance of things like that. And I would love if you to be like a recurring guest if we can get that up and running. I think just the wisdom, the stuff you talk about, how you view things, I think it's just dope.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of rappers can't articulate things, but for us to talk for an hour and, you know, us actually talk about different points, like it just went different ways and all that.
Yeah.
That speak volumes to me at least.
See, I'm a talker. That's why I'm a good artist.
That's the best kind of. But I go back to what you were saying about some people are doing this and either they're not talented or they shouldn't be doing it. They just kind of doing it because I see somebody else doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I'm a people's person, but I'm a vibe. I'm an energy person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ain't feel your energy, this conversation would have been totally different. You know what I'm saying?
I try to be genuine and pop up on somebody pop in. I don't just hit record and go. Like, that'd have been crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to talk, you know, let's set the air clear first.
Like, I'm an energy person. And then, more than anything, I'm somewhat they say like a chameleon. Because what I mean by that is, like, I'm street, like, I ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But put it like this, my entire circle, outside of my own business partner in Street Currency, there's no more street dudes in my circle.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? None. But we gel so perfectly. You know what I'm saying? We gel so perfectly. Because I just like genuine people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my vibe. But I'm an energy person, though. I feed off energy. Like, I know from 20 minutes of me and the motherfucker, either I like this nigga, I fuck this shit. one of the two.
At least you give him 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I know some that do 7. They say 7, that's it, man.
Nah, I give you 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I give you 20 minutes, but yeah, I be like, either I be knowing right there and now. They just like when me and the woman. You know within the first 10, 15 minutes, either I can sleep with her or I can't. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I be knowing out the gate. Okay, I can pull her now. I ain't gonna even waste my time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how you supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
But all right, man, this was dope, man. Like I said, I wish you nothing but the best. Of course, man. Like, just keep putting out that good content, that good music, man. Like,
most definitely.
Just keep pushing. Don't let anybody down.
Trying my best not to.
And don't go back to crystals, man. No more crystals.
Oh, nah. I ain't not working on damn fast food. Damn, my motherfucking life.
All right, we out.